The GTA 6 trailer is only days away, with leaks and fan rumors around the internet pointing at one very specific location for the game. Now we'll unwrap it all right here on GTFM. GTA 6 is set to be massive, and I'm not just talking about the supposed $2 billion development budget attached to the project. Now, while that is quite massive, I'm talking about the map of Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, fans online constructed the possible map for GTA 6 based on leaked clips where they gathered the coordinates and pieced together what looks to be a pretty convincing recreation of something yet to be confirmed by Rockstar. But the GTA community is three things: rabid, resilient, and rockstars when it comes to piecing together the scattered puzzles of the next entry into the GTA franchise. Now, Rockstar isn't saying much about what's coming, but this fan-created map implies a lot. Shared on the GTA 6 info Twitter account, this is our most recent glimpse of what the GTA community thinks we can expect from Rockstar's next entry. Now, we can't be sure if anything here is accurate, but it'd be interesting if it was. Now, check it out. Now, we see what could be Vice City pictured on one side of the map, which is familiar territory to GTA Vice City old heads. But as we pan out, we get a more detailed look at other parts like Grass Rivers, Port Gellhorn, and the Ambrosia farmlands. Now, there's even a body of water that fans are speculating could be Rockstar's version of Florida's Bermuda Triangle. And if we're getting something akin to the Bermuda Triangle, a body of water that's become a bit of an urban legend due to the many ships and aircrafts that have mysteriously disappeared traveling through it, perhaps Rockstar has plans of teasing some supernatural content at some point in GTA 6.
Oh my God, what is that?
Now, in the same tweet, Joe from the GTA 6 info account mentioned how there was a reference to the Bermuda Triangle and a submarine in a previous world events list that was leaked, indicating that there's a good chance this is in fact real. Now, Rockstar isn't shy when it comes to supernatural, conspiracies, and the like, as UFOs have shown up in GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. Anyways, the GTA 6 mapping community has been extremely active in updating the map to show us what they think we can expect, speculating based on the leaks, the landmass, terrain, and areas players can potentially explore. Now, jumping over to the GTA 6 subreddit, user Positive Sir 1930 had a very comprehensive post about numerous possible locations we'll be able to explore in GTA 6. A very quality post. Now, what I love about their posts is that they detailed the likelihood of these areas being real based on certain clips seen in the leaked footage. And with what they revealed, there are rumors that players won't just get to explore Rockstar's HD Universe's version of Florida, but potentially surrounding states, like Georgia. Now, they point to various clips believed to tease the HD Universe's version of Georgia. One I'd like to point out is a clip that supposedly shows the Hank's Waffles robbery, wherein there are large hills or mountains in the background. Honestly, last I checked, Florida doesn't have mountains, but Georgia does, specifically the northern part. Now, if we take a look at version 0.024 of the Vice City mapping project by Dubzor, you can see in the upper left portion of the map a few hills and mountains. That area could potentially be a section of GTA's version of Georgia. Now, we're just days away from the first trailer drop for the next installment of Grand Theft Auto. Now, until then, let's rally the community and keep the conversation going on what we're most excited to see in GTA 6. Given all the hypothetical GTA 6 maps that fans have constructed, there's a lot of ground for us to uncover. Now, I'm breaking out the big guns to help shoot through the noise and give you some concrete answers. IGN's very own Nick Limone and Destin Legary. Gentlemen, how are we?
Great, good man.
Yep.
Thanks for having us.
Of course, yes, thank you. This is my humble abode, of course, and I wanted to bring you all here to talk about this map. This huge map. What do we think about it? What do we think of the map first off? Okay. And do we think Florida is a good location for GTA 6?
Well, for the map, I love that it's like 2.5 times larger than anything we've seen so far from Rockstar. taking that leap in terms of how much space you can cover and the locations that I'm sure we'll get to in just a second have me really excited. Like Fairyland, which is basically the GTA version of Disney World, where you could do missions, you can punch Mickey Mouse right in the face, which I'm definitely going to do. It's just perfect for parody.
That's insane. So like whenever you've gone to Disneyland
I would
or
never,
World with your son,
I
you're
would
like,
never
hey, son,
actually
look at
punch Mickey Mouse.
I don't believe you. You just said you've always wanted to.
No comment. Yeah, and the thing I think I'm excited about most is just my knee-jerk response to seeing that map is just the biodiversity that is potentially there from the shorefront to the beach of Vice City itself, the beaches, and then you have the cavernous mountainous area that's located in the upper left portion of the map, along with lakes, rivers, potentially marshes. The possibilities are endless, which means even more fun vehicles. I'm hoping for an airboat.
Fan boats. You were calling
Fan boat.
off the
Well, you know the ones with the big old fan on them that they ride through the marshes with the
I know what
alligators.
you're talking about. Now, Nick, you mentioned something though. You mentioned mountains. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't spent a lot of time in Florida, but there's no mountains in Florida.
Okay, we have a very special correspondent I'd like to call on just because I'm not from Florida. So Jamie, who is a camera op on the other side. Jamie, is there any mountains in Florida?
Yes, there are mountains in Florida. You've got Sugarloaf Mountain, Iron Mountain, and Mount Dora, none of which that rise more than 300 feet in elevation.
But also keep in mind, Florida is really near Georgia. So there has been speculation and rumors that there is going to be like certain portions of that map that kind of represent Georgia. So that hilly area could potentially be whatever the HD universe's version of Georgia looks like.
Here's my take on the Georgia inclusion. It's sort of a Bonnie and Clyde story. I think we start in the Georgia location and then they flee to the Florida location in Grand Theft Auto 6. They did that, you were talking about off the air, they did that in Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
I think that makes a lot of sense, giving the character dynamic between the characters that we've seen in the leaked footage. And it's really smart, honestly. It gives us a setup to introduce the characters and then a really fun location for them to just go crazy in.
I also think Rockstar has a record of creating this kind of amalgamation of America and combining different states in one. So it's not a one-to-one recreation of the United States, because in Red Dead Redemption 2, it's equal parts California, Texas, somewhere in the Midwest and parts of Mexico, all turned into one new Austin type area. So I can see a world where this is a blend of Florida, Georgia, and whatever else you throw in, some of the Caribbean probably, things like that. So it's something that they've done before in the past, and I hope we see a little bit more of that, because it's fun to pick out traces of stuff you recognize and say like, oh, I know where that is, or I've seen something like that before.
Yeah, and honestly, I hope we're able to revisit that area, because I know, Rockstar is also notorious for like, you start off in one area, or you find yourself in a certain area, and then you just never see it again.
Yeah.
Like in GTA 5, where
Yankton.
Yeah.
Was that what it's called? The snowy area that you start off in GTFM? I think it was called Yankton, but I might be wrong. But it's the snowy area, and then you quickly get thrown into Los Santos, San Andreas area.
There's an Easter egg there too. Under the bridge, if you like go off of the story path, there's an alien frozen in the ice.
Exactly.
And Florida is perfect for like mythical type things like ghosts and aliens.
Yeah.
Stuff like
That's what has
all
me
that
most
weird
excited.
stuff, yeah.
There's so much wilderness that I saw on the map, and obviously I love GTA because of its American dream style through line story modes. But one of my favorite parts of GTA is all the weird stuff, whether it be the Sasquatch stuff in, rumored Sasquatch in San Andreas, Sasquatch in GTA 5, and then the Epsilon cult, things like that, aliens in Red Dead 2. I'm excited to see what they kind of carry forward from previous games and create something entirely new. I was speculating and trying to figure out and talking to our resident Florida man before this, and I asked him, are there any like cryptozoological like creatures that I'm not familiar with from Florida? And he says there's a skunk ape.
Skunk ape, yeah, which is Florida's version of Bigfoot.
So it's a smelly Bigfoot essentially that you're going to be able to, hopefully, I would love to be able to track.
Nick, Bigfoot already smells. That's why they call him Bigfoot.
Well, I got a skunk ape. You got a skunk ape and you got Bigfoot. That implies Bigfoot smells not bad. Skunk ape smells
He's
bad.
a big ass foot. Of course he smells bad. What are you talking about? What foot you ever smelt that smelled good?
But regardless, I am excited to see that kind of mystery stuff, like the Mount Chiliad mystery. What will be the Mount Chiliad of GTA 6? Is it the Bermuda
It's
Triangle?
definitely, right? I mean, like, because that's like
Or
like
is
an
that the
urban
Mr. X?
legend. That's an urban legend in in reality. So I feel like whatever their version of the Bermuda Triangle is in the HC universe, it's probably going to be like there's going to be a lot of supernatural stuff that takes place in that area for sure.
And I think the Bermuda Triangle opens them up to like a multiverse thing, sort of like what Fortnite has done in the past, where you introduce other crazy things into the world of Grand Theft.
What's going to shoot out of the Bermuda
Yeah,
Triangle?
exactly.
What kind of
UFOs flying all over
long
the
lost
place.
ships, long lost planes, and things like that. I think the thing that has me most excited about this more tropical setting, I got a taste of it in Red Dead Redemption 2, where slight spoilers for Red Dead Redemption 2, there's a portion of the game where you get shipwrecked and wind up on this tropical island, Guarma. And Guarma is a thing that you spend maybe 3 missions on before you're whisked back to the main point of contact and land from Red Dead Redemption 2. So I hope we get a chance to explore more lush tropical environments. There was like a data leak that showed cut content from Guarma that showcased like an indigenous tribe. There would have been like ancient artifacts that kind of tied back to some sort of like alien-like cult that was going on. So that GTA 6 feels ripe for that kind of integration, and being able to explore anything that's in that Caribbean side would be really cool.
So yeah, Florida honestly is like the perfect locale for GTA 6 because I mean, like Florida does have some colorful crimes. It's not necessarily known for its crime, but there have been some very absurd things involving tanks, alligators.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's also that's a great reason why it should possibly take place in Florida. Like Florida Man is a meme that we all know for. I think since like 2014 is when the meme started?
Just about, yeah.
Yeah, 2014.
I'm sure it's lived much longer.
Florida Man has lived for a very long time.
Yeah.
But like, there's already a Florida Man in the GTA universe in Vice City. Like Tommy Vercetti, wouldn't he essentially be like a Florida Man?
Oh my, ain't this fun? Oh hell if that ain't right.
So like if I said Florida Man causes a riot to bankrupt a delivery company, is that IRL or is that Vice City?
I think that's a Vice City mission.
Yeah, I think that is a Vice City mission.
Okay, fair enough. You got that one right. What about this one? Florida Man steals chainsaw by sticking the power tool down his pants.
You do that in GTA Vice City. Yes, absolutely.
Vice City mission?
No, that's in real life. That was a real life thing.
Wait, hold on. Where do the weapons go in GTA? They go in his pants.
Go in the little wheel. What are you talking about? It's a wheel. It's not his pants. All right, how about this one? Florida Man ambushes funeral and causes gang war between Cuban and Haitian gang members.
That's got to be a mission. That's not real, right?
No, I'm going to say that's real life.
No, that's a Vice City.
Okay.
That's a Vice City mission. How about this one? Florida Man drives a tank around neighborhood.
Okay, that's definitely GTA. 5 stars.
It's actually both. It's actually both. It's happened quite a few times in Florida. How about this one? Florida Man blows up building using an RC helicopter.
I did. That's
Okay,
definitely Vice.
That's Vice
Remember
City.
that one?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's Vice City.
That was Vice.
You got it.
That's
You
a
got it.
hard mission.
All right, this is the last one. Florida Man attempting to time travel crashes into strip mall during Phil Collins' performance.
That's
real life.
That's in Vice City.
Actually, that's from my brain. It never happened. I just wanted to kind of throw that out there.
Making plans for later?
Oh my, ain't this fun? Oh hell if that ain't right.
So I feel like Florida is a great place for GTA to take place in, just because of all those crimes. I mean, just think about like all the different animals. Like I want to wrestle with some alligators. I'm hoping that that's a thing that we'll be able to do.
Oh, I mean, that's a given, right? You got to be able to wrestle with the wildlife in GTA 6.
And didn't GTA Online just add wildlife?
Yeah, GTA Online just like recently announced they are adding animals into the online multiplayer portion of the game. So maybe this is like a preemptive step to test out some new systems for GTA Online for whatever GTA 6 will have.
Yeah.
Who knows?
And there's gators in Red Dead Redemption, right?
There are gators. There's a pretty extensive wildlife system in Red Dead Redemption 2. There's a prey and predator system, and honestly, trying to hunt down a cougar is one of the scariest things you can do in Red Dead. So I can only imagine what will come up in Florida.
Yeah.
There's a big hunting culture in Florida too, so it like really works well with that location. It's just another reason it's perfect.
Yeah, and I know we talked about like the dynamic weather features as well. Like I mean, like Florida, come on, like I know there was like a rumored cut content, and that was one of them. I think that's definitely not something that's gonna. I don't believe that particular rumor that they're gonna cut the dynamic feature content.
I don't think it's cut because I did a lot of features about the weather system in Red Dead Redemption 2. So why would they reduce something from an engine that they're upgrading basically?
Absolutely.
For Grand Theft Auto 6. So I'm with you. I don't think it's getting cut. Maybe it won't be like massive tornadoes and hurricanes like the rumors talked about, but I do still think we would have missions that have, you know, big epidemics.
Hurricane heist.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm down for that. Hurricane heist indeed. Well, Nick, Destin, I want to thank y'all both so much for coming to my humble abode and just like talking about GTA 6 with me a little bit more.
Thanks for having us, man.
Of course. All right, that's all we got for today, but the conversation keeps on going as we inch ever so closer to the first trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6. Now let us know what you think in the comments below. Share your theories on this and everything else GTA 6 related. But that's it for us in GTFM.